We have heard a lot of rumors surrounding Indiana Jones 5 and how the creatives are freaking out behind the scenes because the first trailer was met with very mixed reviews, and the rumor Phoebe Waller-Bridge will be taking Harrison Ford's place has not sat well with fans, but now things are looking pretty bad for the movie because apparently it is going to be Lucasfilm's most expensive movie ever, and they need to make a boatload of cash off of it. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So this is a CBR article that I wanted to start with. Disney reveals Indiana Jones 5's eye-watering budget, and this movie already had a lot of problems leading up to this moment, but this is looking like a massive hurdle for them. So, it says in the announcement, according to Forbes, Disney has revealed that it has sanctioned nearly $300 million for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, $294.7 million to be exact, making it by far the most expensive film in the series and even one of the most expensive films of all time. The most recent film, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, was released in 2008 and had a budget of $185 million. However, it raked in nearly $800 million at the box office. Now, obviously, this is Indiana Jones we are talking about. It is going to make a lot of money, even if it is bad. But with this massive budget, they have to make $1 billion off of it for them to consider it successful and say, oh yes, this actually went well. Of course, they need to at least break even, but I don't think that they are going to hit that $1 billion number with this movie. It says, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny will be the first in the franchise not to be helmed by Steven Spielberg, who respectively directed and co-wrote all 4 previous films. This, of course, has upset a lot of people because he is a very important part of Indiana Jones. They probably had to shove so much money at people like Harrison Ford. They were like, okay, who can we cut out of this equation? And Steven Spielberg probably has a lot that he's doing right now, and that would have been like a back burner project for him, and they just decided to go ahead with someone else. But this has also upset people too. It says it will, however, see the return of Harrison Ford as well as John Rhys-Davies as his trusty friend Sala, and he last appeared in the series' 3rd film, The Last Crusade, in 1989. It says, though, new additions to the cast include the Fleabag star Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who is set to portray Jones's goddaughter, Helena Shaw, as well as Mads Mikkelsen and Antonio Banderas. So they have a very star-studded cast for this. I wouldn't necessarily call Phoebe Waller-Bridge a massive star, but Hollywood is definitely backing her. I talked about it in another video, but she is going to be working with Amazon on a Tomb Raider TV series, and apparently they want to do like this massive MCU style universe with Lara and Tomb Raider, and she apparently is going to be a part of that. She is at least writing the TV series, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, we have heard a lot of rumors with this storyline where she is portraying the goddaughter. Originally, we actually heard rumors that she was going to be replacing Harrison Ford's character, and going forward, she was probably going to get her own TV series and potentially movie, and people absolutely hated that. That has been the rumor for over a year at this point, and it doesn't seem like anybody actually liked that idea, and it seems behind the scenes that's what they were hoping to go with, but then we heard that they actually had filmed multiple endings because they weren't really sure what direction to go in, and apparently the response to Phoebe as the goddaughter who might replace Indiana sat so poorly they decided, let's just film multiple, and going forward we will, judge reactions, gauge how people are feeling, and go from there. And, over the past few weeks after the trailer released, we have heard that her role was being significantly reduced because they were not feeling confident in their direction. But Dial of Destiny clearly has a lot going on behind the scenes, and unfortunately for them, it's not very positive. Like I mentioned, the trailer released only 2 months ago in December, and the like to dislike is still looking positive. It's 193,000 likes, but it's also sitting at 81,000 dislikes, meaning it is very mixed at this point in time. And if you look at the comments, and there's over 24,000 of them, a lot of people are just questioning what they are going to do with these characters that people love so much. Also, they have this star-studded cast, and people are hoping that they are not going to just simply throw that away. A lot of people are praising Harrison Ford's commitment to this role and this franchise, but at the end of the day, Harrison Ford doesn't really care about what happens to Indiana Jones. It's not like he has a say in the future of this character in this franchise. He only came back because they were probably offering him a boatload of money. I don't even want to know how much of that 300 million is getting paid to him. It's probably like 20 to 30 million easy, but it's not like he really cares. It's not like he's going to protest if they make a bad decision or if he doesn't like the ending. And I feel like a lot of people are trying to say that he would, but he wouldn't. Let's be honest, he never cared about Star Wars. He's never really cared about Indiana Jones. He cares about making money at the end of the day. And so it seems that behind the scenes, there really aren't a lot of people who are rooting for this character and keeping it in the vein of the previous films. Phoebe Waller-Bridge doesn't care. Mads Mikkelsen, Antonio Banderas, they're new. And then, of course, Steven Spielberg isn't returning, and Harrison Ford probably doesn't really care. So it just kind of seems like behind the scenes, Kathleen Kennedy is just kind of doing whatever the hell she wants, which of course is a giant red flag. A lot of people are hoping that this is at least going to feel like Indiana Jones and be a good movie experience. I definitely have my worries, but we can at least hope it's going to be okay. I feel like only time will tell. We've definitely got a little while until this movie releases, and of course more time for new rumors to circulate. But right now, as far as we know, they have multiple endings filmed. Phoebe Waller-Bridge's role has allegedly been reduced, and they need to make a massive amount of money for this movie to be considered a success. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed it and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.